3, 2, 1. Yes! Hello, everyone. My name is Evan, and I host a podcast called the Evan Taylor's Everything Entertainment Podcast. And today I have some pretty sus memes, if I had to say. They're pretty sus. You know, get that sus, get that double up sus, you know? Let me move this mic away. I feel like it's too loud. There we go. What was the first one I wanted to look at? I have some shit up here, and I'm just scrolling through Billboard, because Billboard is sus. That's my new favorite word right now, sus. And I also identify as sus. So if you question me, guess what? You're sus. Ooh, Jake Dylan, dude. What's Jacob Dylan doing? The Wallflowers' Exit Wounds debuts at number 3 on Billboard's top album sales chart. Wow. Jake Dylan's still making records. Oh, wait. No. I think this is the wrong tab. Never mind. Like that horrible Nirvana album, Nevermind. What was on here that I wanted to look at? Oh, so just a bunch of, basically a bunch of like music headlines, a bunch of music, people call them music, music, I don't even know. D. Snyder from Twisted Sister says his royalty checks are a joke, air quotes joke. Well, yeah, dude, you wrote like one good song. You wrote one good song. And it's cheesy as fuck now. Oh, 2 good songs. What were they? We're Not Gonna Take It, and there's another one. We're not... And then what's the other one, though? There's another one. Well, dude, write more fucking hitters, man. Write more fucking hitters, and your royalty checks will be like Billy Joe Armstrong's royalty checks. Making like $1 million a day in his fucking radio checks. D. Snyder. He looks like that lady who used to walk around my town with like I don't even know what you call it, like a straw hat. She used to have feathers. She used to put like knickknacks in them. There's like a band that went across. She used to put knickknacks in them, feathers. She had a stuffed animal in there one time. Yeah, Susie, they called her. But she disappeared, actually. She walked by my house all the time. She'd go and visit people, and she'd go up to the bank and just talk to, the bank tellers there, and she just stopped walking, and this was probably 2-3 years ago. I haven't seen her since. I think maybe she died because she had a heart issue, or maybe not. This is a world where there's a lot of maybes and maybe nots. You know what I'm saying? So why is there like 3 articles on ZZ Top here? First of all, who gives a fuck about ZZ Top? I fucking hate that band, dude. I'm gonna step away from the mic a little bit. Dude, I fucking hate that band, man. They're like, well, I don't hate them. There's like nothing in this world that I truly hate, but you know what I'm saying? Dude, I can't stand ZZ Top. Just the like those beards and the sunglasses and the hats. It's like, you guys are like 75 years old and you're still dressing like this, and you're basically just coasting off like 2 good songs. Like D. Snyder there. D. Nuts. ZZ Top. Here's another one. ZZ Top. Dude, who gives a fuck about that band? I'm so tired of hearing Sharp Dressed Man. Sharp Dressed Man. I'm going to dress sharp and go up in the radio station and burn that fucker down. I really hope this audio isn't clipping. I hear like little weird clips, but it might just be... This mic is really sensitive. I'm going to fuck this up. Sorry everyone. Just had to make sure the connection was good. Oh, Green Day started the Hella Mega Tour show. I think I talked about that before. They were doing just full vax, to get that full vax in there. But there was someone I wanted to talk about, just an individual I wanted to share with everybody or anybody who cares. I was watching as everybody knows, I love Joe Rogan. I was watching one of his recent episodes, like within the last, I don't know if it's a couple days or maybe a couple months, but I was watching an episode that he had with Dr. Carl Hart on. And this guy is in his 50s and, cool guy, dreadlocks, real soft spoken. But this guy is Dr. Carl Hart. He is a very successful doctor. I'm sure, he makes tons of money. But the catch is with this gentleman is he is a regular user of opioids. And he does it because they make him feel good. And he obviously has the knowledge to use them. And I remember hearing about it. I'm like, okay, Dr. Carl Hart. And then he said that he uses heroin. He snorts heroin. And he's a doctor. And he's very successful one. And he does it because, and I have the headline right here, this heroin using professor wants to change how we think about drugs. So I really recommend anybody watch it. If anybody does watch Joe Rogan, to watch this episode. It's really interesting. This guy really gives a good viewpoint on just the perception of drugs in this country. And I gotta admit too, like I think my views have changed now. Now that I'm getting older and whatnot about drugs, and I say it all the time on here. I'm like, look, as an adult, I really don't give a fuck what you do. Like if you work and you have a job and you pay bills, like, do you think I give a fuck if you smoke weed, dude? Do you think I give a fuck if you have, drink 18 beers on the weekend? I say this all the time. Who the hell are you to tell another adult what the fuck he or she can do? Yeah, anyways, to Dr. Carl Hart, what the fuck really is insightful, man. I really recommend that somebody would watch the episode. Because I'm not even done with it. I'll probably finish. Be right back. Because I watch it in sections, if I'm driving or whatever. You see, man, like, I love podcasts while I'm driving. Like, anybody who listens to one or even, even to this, I'm sure not many people, but... if you listen to this, I just love it while you're driving. You got that window down and, it's the summertime, so all the girls, they're wearing, basically, sheets out, they're basically doing that, that metabolic, whatever. But yeah, man, it's nice, man. You put the air on, it's a hot day. For those of you who have air conditioning, dude, okay, I wonder who doesn't have air conditioning in their car, because I remember not having it. My first car was a 1999 Dodge. No, it wasn't a Dodge. It was Plymouth. It was a 1999 Plymouth Neon. My parents bought it brand new in 99 when I was a baby, when I was like a year old. And they kept it. They kept it for years. And it sat for years, man. From 1999 to 2004 or 2015 when they gifted it to me. It probably sat out of... 15, so that would be 16 years from 99 to 15. So out of 16 years, I bet you it sat for 4 years in total. And we still got it running. And I used that because, I was gifted that, that was 2015, so I would have been 17. So they gave that to me when I was 17. And originally I was going to buy it from them. They wanted like $500. I'm like, yeah, because I think I just started working then. I think I started delivering, had just started delivering pizzas then. So I had a little bit of money for my age then. So I was like, yeah, $500. I'll just give you 100, a month or whatever, or 50 a month until I pay it off. And I made like 2 payments of like 50 and then they're just like, you can have it. So I'm like, sweet. I got a car for like $100. And it lasted so long, man. I made so much money in that car. Like when I was delivering, pizza and stuff. Like I went so many places in that car. I made so much money. And I know I talk shit on American cars. And I will continue to talk shit on American cars. But listen, man, that was an American car, and that car gave me no shit. I had that from the time I was 17 till when I was about let's see, 21. I'd say around 21 or 20. Yeah, I'd say maybe 20. So 17, 18, 19, 20. So I had it for 3 years. And man, dude, did that car run. Who is that? You guys can probably hear that. It's probably some like fucking wannabe hipster queer in like a fucking like pimped out Subaru bass. Boom, boom, boom. Sounds like a goddamn fucking sci-fi movie. Boom, boom, boom. Then you hear like a rattling. There's always a rattling too. What the hell is that? I'm gonna move that. The rattling is my mic. Boom, 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 boom. Loud exhaust. Get the fuck out of here. Stop speeding everywhere you go. What was I on though? Oh yeah, talking about the car. So yeah, dude, 3 years, man. I don't think I had a major repair. No radiator, no power steering, shit. No power steering repairs, I should say. Just oil changes and tires, I think. And the tires on it were real little, so they weren't expensive. But that was an awesome car. And then I bought a Dodge. I bought a Dodge Ram, a 1997 Dodge Ram. And that was another one, man. That was a good truck. I went through my truck phase a little bit there. And that was a good truck. I bought that in 2018, so I would have been 20. So I bought that when I was 20. And I did not have that for long. I don't even think I had it for a year. But in that year, I literally put nothing into it. No oil change, no repairs, no tires. I didn't even have it for a year. And if I did, it was like just a year. So let me turn this volume down. I know you guys are like, stop adjusting. But it just feels like it's too loud. Okay, there we go. That's not so bad, is it? So yeah, I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing to that truck. And then I bought my BMW, which I have now, and it just got towed away because 2 weeks ago I had some work done to it. I had the power steering pump replaced, and then I had the CV axle, or there's a bunch of terms for it. But yeah, I had the CV axle replaced, and which is, AKA the power steering rack or the whatever. Helps with the power steering. And had it done and went to this kind of like shady mechanic. They dicked me around for a bunch of days and they were like, we thought you said you were in no rush. And I'm like, why would I say that? Anyways, I just got it back 2 weeks ago. And yesterday the boots, for those of you who aren't like, what do you call it, engine savvy. I'm not either, but I know my way around. The boot on the CV axle helps steer the front, tires, and it helps distribute the power steering fluid. I probably just butchered that myself, but basically that's what it is. It's a power steering element to the car, very important. Without it, you have no power steering. Who's calling me? Okay, hold on. I have to be right back. I'm back. That was literally my mechanic. Or the girl in the office. Yeah, they said it was gonna, they're gonna try to get it done. But anyways, yeah, so that went. So I had that replaced. A lot of money. Anyone who is listening or whatever owns a foreign car, especially a German car, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Porsche, anything. The repairs are crazy. A couple months ago, I got plugs and wires done. Simple, not too expensive, $720. Radiator just replaced, $800. Power steering pump and the CV axle, $1,200. So it comes with the territory. People are like, oh, you got the Beamer, it's nice, but it's like, yeah, man, but like, you better have a good credit card, because when something goes, it goes, and it ain't cheap. So, I just had it towed because yesterday I was coming home. Luckily, I was just, not even half a mile from my house, and I see all this white smoke. Pouring out from the engine. So I'm like, fuck. So I turn the engine off. All this fluid starts like pouring out. I look under the boot on the axle. I think it keeps the fluid into the CV axle. It exploded. So luckily I had the warranty, and everybody's probably like, oh, who gives a fuck? I don't care about your, I'm just saying. I'm just, sharing. So that's what happened. So it actually just got towed today. So hopefully I'll have that back soon. But yeah, man, cars, man. Believe it or not, I mean, despite all the shit I talk about on American cars, my German car is giving me way more problems than my American cars ever did. But I don't know. I still stand by the German cars, man. The Nazis, they know what they're doing. They know how to make a car and a rocket. They know how to make a rocket. A big red rocket. So yeah, guys, check out Dr. Carhart. Really insightful, really interesting. Here, I'll read a little bit more about it because I didn't really go too in depth. I just found out about him. Okay, so Carl L. Hart, a neuroscientist at Columbia University, fielded questions the other day about his new book, which makes an unconventional case for drug use. Dr. Carhart, are you on anything now? No, I'm in interview season now, he said. On a recent afternoon, why would you waste your substance on an interview? Sorry, I'm really far away from this computer. My eyes are like a 90-year-old man. You have to concentrate and focus. To deal with the stress and boredom of interviews. Well, perhaps if we were... Okay, so this is just an interview, just word by word. So I'm looking to see if he has any quotes through here, or if they just did the whole interview. Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm all over the place today, man. A lot of shit going on. But, yeah, check him out. Really insightful, really interesting. He challenges... the views that Americans and the government has on drugs. He challenges that, and it's really very interesting to see a guy of his status, his success, and he snorts heroin, and he does it because why would you do anything else? It makes you feel good. It makes him feel good, but it kind of challenges that narrative. Like when you think of somebody who uses heroin, you think of skinny and malnourished and nodding out and no job, but I have a feeling, man, there's a lot of people in this country that use shit and they are functional and they function well. I'm talking like they have a good job, they might be in finance, or they might be some sort of high status job. And they go home and they play with their kids and they take care of a household, but they also use opioids. That is a big possibility. Not even a possibility. It happens. But, where there's also always an opposite side of the spectrum. So where you would get a functioning opioid user, you're also going to get the, air quotes, typical junkie. No job, homeless, nodding out on the street, skinny, paranoid. There's always two sides to the spectrum. But I think that the skinny, nodding out, heroin addict guy with no job, that is just the idea that pops into our heads when we think of somebody who uses opioids. Heroin or pills or ketamine. Anybody who knows that joke just got that. But yeah, anything, man. There's always another side. There's always another side to it. So check it out. I got a video here, and I found it on Fox News. Okay, here we go. Students told to hide equity survey questions from parents. Kelsey Yasgar and her daughter Haley react to an equity survey that included gender identity questions being given to students at school. So I have a video here, and I think I'm just gonna unplug my, what do you call it, headphones here so you guys can hear the video. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let me just double check because I can't hear myself now. Okay, so it's picking it up. All right, cool. And then I will play this. Hopefully you guys can hear it. No, I don't hear nothing. Hold on. Okay, so it's not coming out of the speakers. I wonder if I plug this back in. Okay, it's not working. Damn it. Snow leopard. Now this one went to a snow leopard. What the fuck? I want to see the equity survey. Here we go. Now there's an ad. What the fuck? Dude, I can't make any progress on this fucking episode, man. Just everything's so fucking organized. So sorry in advance. Just going all over the place. Waiting for this gay ass ad to just fucking stop. Yes, play. Play would mean play, you fucking dumb website. Alright, fuck this fucking shit, dude. Fucking Fox. Fuck you, Fox. Fucking make a functional website. Make a functional website. Fox can't make a functional website. CNN can't fucking get a single article straight. What the fuck? I'm trying to show a video, and I think I just found something cooler. So, come see Astronomy's most important moon forming image ever. So what's going on here is this one image above is the first to show moons actively forming around a planet. They took this picture. Okay, so the system's central star, PDS 70, lies 400 light years away on the edge of the constellation Centaurus, whatever. Two planets have been found, PDS 70b and 70c. Wow. So, I mean, obviously I can't show it, but they have pictures. How the fuck do they have pictures from something 400 light years away? They have pictures of what appears to be moons forming around a fucking planet. That's crazy. That's crazy. But then you look at like a bank security camera to find like some intruder or some robber, and it looks like it was taken on like a fucking Nokia flip phone from like 2001. It's like, wait, how here on Earth can we not see his face clearly, but we can see moons forming trillions of miles away? I don't get it. That's a very America thing to do. You know what else is America? Hamburgers. Dude, I had a hamburger one day, threw up right afterwards. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with it. Never got food poisoning either. Has anybody ever got food poisoning? I hear it's hell. And I'm sure it depends on what kind you get too. But I had a teacher one time tell me that he had food poisoning so bad when he was a teenager, he actually contemplated suicide. I'm like, damn, dude, food poisoning. You know, you and the missus go out to eat a salad. Next thing you know, you got a gun to your head. You know, what the fuck? A giant red hamster wheel washed up on a Florida beach, and a man was inside. Oh, I think that was the guy who tried going across like some sort of body of water or some ocean in like some sort of raft. Let's see that. Or apparently a hamster wheel. Let's see here. Okay, so there's a hamster wheel looking thing, invention, very clearly man-made, and it says on Saturday morning a Florida man, no surprise there, a Florida man was discovered inside a giant floating contraption, according to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, which posted pictures of the red machine washed up on shore. The agency says driver Reza Baluchi was inside unharmed. The 49-year-old told authorities he was attempting to raise money for charity by quote-unquote running on water from St. Augustine to New York City by way of Bermuda, but ran into some problems. Yeah, I could only imagine. Belushi and his hydropod, as he calls it, washed ashore near Hammock in Flagler County, about 30 miles from where he first started the endeavor in St. Johns County. Flagler, yes, Flagler. Okay, that's how you say it. Flagler. It looks like Flagger, but it says Flagler. Flagler County deputies said they arrived at the beach after several alarmed callers reported seeing the UFO, unidentified floating object. The hydropod is basically a metal cylinder with paddle wheels. Okay. The long-distance runner told authorities he, quote-unquote, came across some complications that brought him back to shore. Well, yeah, dude, you're in the fucking ocean. The money Bellucci was trying to raise was to go to the first responders, the kind that just got him out of his latest situation. The vessel is reportedly outfitted with GPS and enough food from water for days. Oh, God, there's that fucking pussy again on that homemade fucking two-stroke dirt bike. Dude, there's this fucking kid who lives over here. I want to beat the fuck out of him every waking hour. Dude, I want to fucking stick, like, when I see him coming up the street, I want to take a broomstick and just hide behind my car. And when he comes out, just ram it in his front fucking spokes and watch him go flying. Dude, this kid is so fucking broke. Like, you can't go out and buy a real dirt bike. You take like an old fucking Schwinn bike, something that's like 200 pounds from like 1930, and you put this like chainsaw engine on it, and it sounds like shit because you don't know how to ride a two-stroke, and you just ride around all day. You don't have a fucking like job. Like, you just fucking ride around, and all you hear is you know, it sounds like a bunch of goddamn, sounds like Afghanistan out there. I wish that fucking kid would just, like, get dust in his eye and flip it. Inside joke between me and Phil. But anyways, yeah, so this guy tried walking on the ocean in this, some sort of ocean craft, they call it, to raise money, but he ran into some problems. Well, yeah, dude, you think? You know, you're in the most fucking vast part of this world. You don't think you're going to run into any problems? Damn. What was that at? What am I at? 27 minutes. I think I'll go a half hour. I'm going to go a half hour today. Because I do have to try to edit this up. Oh, shit. It's almost 3, boy. It is almost 3, boy. Dude, who misses high school, man? I was just thinking about that. Well, I think about it all the time now that I'm older. I wasn't thinking about it much after I had, like, you know, first graduated, but dude, I've been thinking about high school a lot. You know, like, real talk, man. Like, it's just hard. It's hard going in such a short amount of time. It's hard going from being a high schooler, not really being obligated to have a job or not really being obligated to pay bills. And in just 3-4 years, that's your life. And man, I just, you know, I miss it sometimes. I miss going, like, kids going back to school now in a couple of weeks. They're dreading it. I mean, who didn't dread going back to school? But, man, I'll tell you, I would give anything right now to be going back to school. Are you kidding me? I'd give anything to be going back to school for the first day. Now, first day freshman year, that's a different story. That was really fucking nerve-wracking, man. That was really that's an experience. That's an experience you'll never forget. First day of freshman year, new school, big kids. But school, I don't know, I just miss it. A lot of people, you know, they cry and they bitch and they say, I hated high school. It's like, I loved high school, dude. I loved it. You know, you just got to get over it. It sucks waking up early. But for me, once I was up. I went, talked to friends. I had good relationships with kids and teachers. And it was a good time for me. I always liked that. And I just miss it. I miss going in the morning. I miss talking, being surrounded by that many kids like my age, and looking forward to talking to teachers. And, you know, especially you get those cool outlier teachers who are into, like, the things you are. Like, I was always into music. I'm a musician, so I wore band t-shirts or whatever, and there was a couple teachers who could come to my level and talk to me about the shit I liked. Those are the people I always liked, and I'll never forget. You know, there was teachers who I knew who I had to be, you know, real straight in front of, but there was other teachers where I knew if I walked up to them and asked them, you know, cool questions like, hey, Mrs. So-and-so, were you into this band, when you were in high school? Or what do you think about this band or this album? And there's teachers who would talk to you at that level, man. And I'll never forget those teachers. Never, ever forget them. I don't want to say any names because, I don't know, you can get into some weird stuff if you start saying real names. But yeah, man, miss it every day. Wish I was going back. I just miss that whole time period. Seems like so long ago already. It's starting to become, quite a bit ago. So anybody, whoever listens to this, if you're in high school, still in high school now, take a good look around, enjoy it. Know that this will be one of the best times in your life. And like I said, just take a look around and take it in and enjoy it. Don't spend too much time bitching and complaining about it, because one day in the near future, you are going to want to go back. So I went from just getting off this really, really intense rant about the kid on the Schwinn bike with the fucking chainsaw motor to just talking about high school. But welcome to the show. There's no real direction. I think I'm gonna end it there because I got some stuff to do. So anyways, yeah. So I just been wanting to put out more, more episodes, more content, more regularly. So some are gonna be better than others. Some days you're on, some days you're off. It's just hit or miss with this kind of stuff. But I appreciate anybody listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm going to be posting more in the future, probably 2-3 times a week. So thanks again for listening, and I'll see you later. Bye. Yeah, yeah.